Check. Yo.
Check.
Oh gosh.
Yo. Oh gosh.
Sorry about that, y'all. Check, 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 check. Okay. That looks much more reasonable. Okay, checking the... Oh, okay. Looks like I'm still pretty loud here. Reminder to never have breaking in my studio changing settings again. Alright. Hey. What's up, Popcorn Pro? Thank you so much for the sub. Alright. Y'all let me know if you feel like the levels are okay now. It looks okay. But, yeah. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Believe it or not, this is my first coffee of the day. Okay, I don't know what the doubling is about, but Mr. Zev, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. There are some... Damn. Let's go. I don't really know what metrics are required for a hype train to start like that, but... Anyways, okay. I'm forgetting my stream of thought. What's up? I'm really a pancake. Thank you for the sub. Y'all are starting things off strong today for some odd reason. Damn. Delansky, I thought you weren't one of the crazy sub gifters like Blades Runner and such. Thank you so much for gifting those subs. That's very kind of you. So we got 5 new subscribers in the stream now. Thanks to Delansky. Thanks for doing that. So for those of you who haven't caught on, the room is only filled by myself, so that means George, aka Braken, is gone. We had a really good about 4 days together, and we got our track, at least one of the ideas, to a really great point. And we're both super happy with how it's sounding, and we're gonna keep working on it remotely and try to get the demo to a point where it's more like a final master. And yeah, so now it's back to normal schedule, normal streams. I have some exciting news about Chromatically that I can't quite share yet, but looks like it might end up in another video game outside of Rocket League, apparently. So, nice to see that people are enjoying that tune. And in terms of activities for today, I was thinking about just developing my sound library a bit. Yeah, I've been focusing so much on finishing music, and I love the mindset that it takes. Joey yesterday, what's up? Thank you for the follow. I love getting into the nitty gritty mindset and tweaking fine little details, but I thought I'd maybe switch things up and just focus on maybe expanding my library a little bit, my sound library. And if I get sidetracked while making sounds, then so be it. But yeah, I kind of have zero plans for today. That was the only thing that I thought of. I actually have another guest arriving today who is my dad. He's coming from Austria to hang out here, so I had to do some chores here to make sure he's going to be comfortable over the next week or so. Might be here a bit longer than that, but we'll see. Maybe my dad wants to pop in and join the stream briefly. Also, Joey Esther, thanks for joining the chat for the first time. So yeah. and I really need to start practicing piano more again now that my wrist is back in action. I got so used to kind of just, I don't know, not playing piano as much, and keep forgetting to set up a practice routine. Also, additionally, yo, Popcorn Pro, thank you so much for gifting those 7 subs to the community. Damn, y'all are way too generous with these gifted subs. But thank you. And first time chatter, Mio Xio, one of the gifted subs. Welcome. All right, let's get to work here. Looks like my audio is okay for the time being, but please let me know if the balance is a little off between my voice and the DAW. Oh man. No, but in all seriousness though, it was extremely fun to have. I have another producer, especially one that's also a good friend around on the stream. Yo, thank you, Cutie, for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Checked out Flying Lotus today at your BIOS recommendation. Loving them so far. Yeah, Flylo is a long-term inspiration of mine. I'd say maybe a little bit less so these days, but he was kind of one of the initial inspirations for me as a producer, at least. Really caught my ear back in the early days, like around 2010, 2011. I forget he has a song that I heard on Adult Swim. I think that's how I first found out about him. It's called Massage Situation. It's like this really cool hip hop beat with these crazy side-chained jazz voices, just like the most beautiful stack of jazz singers. It's really, really dope. So anyways, this is gonna be a pretty chill stream, but it's gonna start off a little slow, but we'll see. Maybe we'll progress to something more interesting eventually. So yeah, my plan is to just try to make some stuff from scratch. I was having some fun stepping outside of my comfort zone when I was producing with George on producing some tracks with him, and I don't know, it just made me want to try to experiment a little bit more. So it can still help to sometimes at least have a tempo that you're working in. So why don't we just try to do something super simple? We'll start with maybe around, yeah, whatever, 121 is fine. Just something 4 to the floor. And we'll initialize a kick 2 and go from there. I really hate the sound of the initialized kick, so I guess first things first, we'll just get the kick sounding a bit better. wait. I don't know what you saw, but yeah, you know, I feel like people in the music industry kind of cross paths sometimes. Saka is a really talented producer, and I kind of, when I was out in LA, I think it was a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago or so, I really wanted to hang out with him and kind of see his workflow, chit chat about life and music and stuff, which we did. And we worked on something together, but I feel like there wasn't really enough time to dive deep enough to find a middle ground, a convincing middle ground. And hopefully that's fair to put it that way. I hope hopefully he doesn't see me talk about it like that and get upset or anything like that. But yeah, he's a really interesting producer to watch work. He's got a super cool workflow. All right, let's get to it. First things, I don't really like the shape of this. That's just the kick layer doing that? Okay. It sounds longer than it looks. Oh no, there is another layer. Okay. There's something else going on. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Okay, there we go. Now we're just hearing the good old clicky sound of a synthesized kick drum. Gotta love it. Okay, let's kind of make it a little bit messier. Sure, we can use something like this. For the time being, we'll just go from here. Deep house, that's a genre I feel like I've never really tackled before, if I'm being honest. But I would be down to give it a shot. I feel like the track that there was a second song that Braken and I were working on that felt like it was in a similar space. Maybe not exactly deep house, but pretty close to it. Also, it's such a cool experience learning what kind of little tips and tricks people have in their toolbox when you're doing a session with them. And even if you've met them before, you've had a session before, people are always kind of expanding their tricks. And it was just fun to be in that environment again and bring it to the stream. I don't know who mentioned deep house, but this is what I think of when I hear deep house. Or like progressive house, like deadmau5 kind of stuff. Oh yeah. Let me replace this with a limiter real quick. And maybe just a simple little try to maybe make some kind of hi-hat. But I'm not going to go from absolutely nothing. I'm just going to use a Serum hi-hat I made a while ago and use that because I don't really want to... I'm not really feeling like engineering cymbals. Yeah, that sounds like a good start. Noise vocoder. Yeah, I love using vocoders on hi-hats and cymbals and stuff. All right. Let's see. Where's that thing at? Yeah, that's good enough for now. Whatever. Could be cool to have some velocity on there. I think that pitch might be a little too much. Try to get the resonance up a little bit as the filter closes. Okay, not really what I was imagining starting with, but that's fine. Just nice to kind of develop, just make things from scratch. A little too much white noise though, I think. Let's see, maybe we could have some kind of little bit of widening going on before the delay. Okay. Maybe let's speed it up a tiny bit. It's an interesting question, RoboBoy. Do you ever feel like you need to constantly push the boundaries on your music in order to enjoy it, or can you still be happy doing what you always have sort of done? I think that it's kind of like a happy medium. I don't think it's possible to kind of like work in a way that doesn't draw on your past workflow, if that makes sense. I think that your workflow is determined by the things that inspire and interest you, and that's kind of determined by your experiences and memories and probably your genes and stuff too, and a lot of those things don't necessarily change, but they get expanded upon. So yeah, I mean, there's always room for exploring more things, and finding new things to play with. But I think that it's kind of hard to completely break out of any sort of habits or go-to techniques and approaches you have to music. But I understand what you're saying with the question, though. I guess I probably didn't do a good job of answering it. I think that I don't know. I think at the very least there has to feel like there's something new and interesting. I think like by nature finding something that feels new musically is exciting in the creative process, and so whether it actually is new or not and only seems that way to you is another question. But I think that I think that that's kind of how I would describe what I'm looking for when I'm making an idea. Maybe it's kind of revisiting an emotion you've felt many times before, but with a kind of slightly different flavor, or a different sound you haven't used before, or yeah, something like that, I guess. Faxing Berlin moment. Oh man, I remember that song in being in FL Studio. I was like blown away. I don't even think I knew who Deadmau5 was at that time. Maybe I did, but I remember hearing that. I was like, damn, this is sick. I mean, I'm also a sucker for polyrhythms, so alright, let's see what else we can do with this patch. Let's see if we can have the velocity kind of here, let's switch this LFO to hertz. We can have the velocity increase the envelope. It's kind of cool to have the ability to switch between those. Okay, I don't know if I have any good claps or snares I've engineered in a while, so let's take a look though. There's a small chance I have pretty rudimentary stuff here. Because I want to kind of play around with that envelope being triggered by the velocity. It's kind of fun. And for some reason, I just thought I'd stick to just specifically stuff I'm engineering from scratch, or I just thought it'd be kind of fun to try to take that route. Let's add another layer with a little bit of I think this one's got a little bit of a tail to it. Okay. Cool. And then maybe let's duplicate this a few times. Let's go like 4, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then we can have the release kind of slowly increase. Okay, cool. That at least makes it feel a little more like something. Let's go a little more variation. Let's get the sidechain going here real quick. Let's grab it from H, main 120, dummy. There we go. Let's try to just record a simple riff here. Actually, let me redo that. There we go, that's a better voicing. Okay, and let's try to mess around with the patch now a little bit. Probably quantize it. Why don't we add a noise layer here? See you later, Haywyre. Appreciate you joining for a little bit. Why do I have chat? I look over at chat and everybody's confused about my name being Martin. It is indeed Martin. Oh yeah, noise layer. I'm kind of curious. Let's try to throw a clap in here. Oh, that's an MP3. Yeah, let's use this. Whoa, that is going crazy on my CPU. Damn, okay. I guess no sample layer right now. Or spectral layer, rather. Huh, that's kind of a mystery. Okay, let's get maybe a weird flanger in here. Cool, it's Lakroda, some kind of lead over this. I don't really know what kind of lead I'm hearing on this, so let's make it mono, and let's get some. Maybe we can get some vibrato at least. All right, and let's go macro 1. Although I could just do mod wheel, but let's add some echo to it since that'll probably fit the vibe a bit better. Yo, thank you for the follow, Cosmic. All right, I did distortion instead of delay. That's okay. Let's do ping pong. I kind of like the, for a brief moment, there's like this little lasery sound adjusting the, wonder if there's a cool way to get some random kind of like, but only brief kind of like pitch movement. I don't know. Let's do envelope. I don't know why I did it this way, but let's get this macro under the aftertouch. Yo, thank you for the follow, Mr. Finks. Let's do some crazy bending. Could be kind of cool to create some unpredictable pitch movement. Okay, well, not the most interesting sound design here, but I like the vibe. Maybe I'll record a lead for this sustained part. Whoops. Okay, let's try to make some other sounds here. Let's try to make a little bass pluck here. I think at some point today I'll switch over to the Insight VIP project again. I kind of put that on pause when Breakin was visiting, but it could be cool to pull that back up later. Coffee's starting to kick in. Kinda. I drink so much of it these days that I still think a lot about doing just like a little coffee detox. Because it truly does slap a lot harder when your tolerance isn't that high. See how the low end looks on this. It's actually a good chunk of low end. Maybe we'll do a shelf. Okay, let's write this same thing over here. Maybe no bass fill there, but it would be cool if the velocity controlled the same parameter in this as with the chord. So let's do a little bottom shelf and top shelf on that velocity, just to give ourselves a little breathing room. Yeah, something like that. Now make sure to quantize all of it. Whoops, not the right grid. Okay. I'm gonna keep this one really low. I'm trying to think of like some vocal phrases to maybe record over this. I've been wanting to get a new like a talking vocal chain going for a little vocal, like talking vocal fills, like in chromatically, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of some vocal phrases to say. Check out chat and see if y'all have any recommendations in a moment here. Gotta make sure my dad's nothing's wrong with Oh, nice. Alright. He's gonna be here pretty soon. How come you haven't got the talkbacks? Alright, I got it. Yeah, I think in terms of what I'm envisioning, it's not like a very pitched vocal, more of like a talking. I don't know, I'm just gonna record some random stuff, see if I can make it sound decent. Turn my mic off for now. Check. Check 1, 2. Alright, what kind of phrases? Check it, feel it. Can you feel it? I mean, all I can think of is the super generic stuff. Yeah. I mean, I could just do some kind of placeholder thing, and then we can just save the chain. And then if we come up with something better later, we can always do that. Check it out. I want to make sure I say it really relaxed. Check it. Check it out. 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 Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now? It'd be cool to get some kind of like almost Scratcher-esque VST to mess with that. I think there was some kind of Max for Live plugin I saw a while ago that kind of accomplished that in a way. I don't know if I still have that anywhere though. Like scratchy strings? No. I'll have to look it up. I don't even know if I have it on my PC. But okay, first things first, definitely want to pitch it down a tiny bit. Maybe get rid of some of the some of these. Just real rough. And then let's slap probably a Pro Q on there, maybe a DS. Where's the DS? There we go. And the disperser. I like throwing the disperser on vocals like this for some reason. It's just cool to hear like the phase movement, I guess. But what is it? Kilohertz. There it is. Took me a hot minute to find that one. Probably put it after the DS. And maybe I wonder how good the format shifter is on the. Actually, I don't think I remember not liking this very much, but whatever.
Check it out.
All right. Hold on. We're gonna have to work this through a little bit. Sounds very goofy right now. Maybe we'll do multiple dispersers actually. And actually, let's do Pro Q before the entire chain. And once we've got like a decent sounding vocal, we can then resample it, do some cool granular stuff with it.
Check it out.
Maybe let's keep looking at other takes.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Maybe they need it to be more precise, like check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Can you feel it now? Check it out.
Okay, listen, y'all. We gotta trust the process here. Sounds like doo-doo right now, and that's okay. You know, if producers just stopped when something sounded bad, we'd never make anything, right? So
Feel it. Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now?
actually what could be cool is to maybe let's warp it and try to take control over the timing of these a bit.
Check.
As well as the yeah, let's set it to that mode.
Check it out. Check it out.
Okay, that timing's a little bit better.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Don't really like. I'm not sure if that's the warp mode to go with actually.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Can you feel it?
Okay, probably not that one.
Feel it now.
This one we can probably mess with as well. Let's get something like this.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now?
I'm trying to think of what the timing. So it's just. It's just 16ths. Can you feel it now? Can you feel it now?
Now. Check it out.
Okay, well we can save this one maybe for later.
Check it out. Check it.
Let's try to mess it up with. Oh yeah, what's the format filter doing?
Check it out. 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 Check it out.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's like just applying peaks. I feel like in certain frequency ranges. I don't think that's what we want here. I'm gonna bust out the pitch monster. Really good for basses, yeah. I believe that.
Check it.
I believe that 100%.
Check it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it. Check it out. Check it. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out.
Not 100% sure.
Check it out.
At the very least, it's more interesting once we add more effects to it, so.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
I think actually an OTT could be kind of nice too. Let's initialize this if we can. Default. Maybe we just do a little bit of format shifting for now, like a tiny bit.
Check it out. 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 Check it out.
Okay.
Check it out.
Sounding pretty terrible.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Even just a little stutter though could make it more convincing, I feel like. So why don't we try to just throw it in there? Let's go like this maybe.
Check it out.
A little bit slower.
Check Take it down. Take it down. Take it down.
Didn't really help much, but kind of want to record it and throw it in Ableton sampler. See if we can do something cooler in there. Slice to new MIDI track. All right. Let's mute this for now. Let's just compress it a bit. I don't know. I don't really know if this is going where I want it to go, but maybe we kind of shelf the vocal stuff for the time being. Might be an off-stream project. My instinct is to instantly open up one of those Nest presets, but I guess that's kind of besides the point. I was trying to create some stuff from scratch here. Okay, why don't we extend this and try something completely different? Let's do a new vibe here. And let's maybe replace this clap with something else. I don't mind the just the short clap on its own. Let's get rid of this random sample that's in here. Are the can y'all tell me, are the levels between my mic and Ableton sounding pretty reasonable now? It's fine. Okay, great. Actually, let's make a new kick as well. I'm kind of hearing something a little different. So, let's see. Damn, why is that one so much louder? Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. Let's get rid of this. Actually, I kind of like that noise layer, but let's mute it for now. And actually, let's mute the clap just for a little bit as well. I want to own in on this kick for a moment. Okay. Okay. It always blows my mind how many possibilities there are and how many variations there are, and just kind of just in a sine wave kick too. It's just like, given there's a few minor effects on this, so it's not purely a sine wave, but like It's just like you adjust the tiniest parameter and it's already a totally different kick. Maybe not, okay, maybe not totally different, but very different. Easier to tell when you're wearing headphones, that's for sure. Probably doesn't sound like I'm doing anything if you're listening on like laptop speakers or something. Okay, I like that. Harmonics. Be cool if you could like automate the harmonics here. Okay, I'm trying to think of like, I want to make the, I do want to work on this on the transient some more. But I don't think this one's not, I don't think this is it. Okay, that sounds a bit better. Let's get some effects going on here. Maybe throw a Pro Q before the compression. Wait, this is kind of turning into not what I was hearing, actually. I just realized that I was kind of hearing something a bit more like, a little more lo-fi-ish than this, but this isn't a bad start. Let me shorten this click layer here as well. There's some kind of artifact coming through from that that's really quiet, but whatever. Let's keep moving here. Let's try to create a little bass stab here. A new one. Let's make it mono. Okay. I was kind of hearing something a bit darker, so this is kind of matching that. Kind of sounds like a cabinet almost. Maybe it opens up as the note gets higher. That'd be interesting. We could try to add a reverb as well that matches the... Be nice if the like this pitching was reduced a bit. I wish I could turn off the weirdness that's creating in the low end, but okay, let's add a compressor here because the volume is maybe a multi-band could be helpful. Could go like full Gesaffelstein, just do like only minors. Okay, maybe the filter is opening a bit too much there. Okay. Okay, for some reason I'm hearing this maybe going down in tempo quite a bit. Just matches the style a bit better. Okay, let's lengthen this kick a bit. There's something weird going on with one of the layers. Which layer is creating that artifact? Guess it's the main one? We could do like a... Let's try to create that real quick. And then we'll create some variation using the vocoder. Create a little pattern in the automation. And it's a bit crude, but yeah, we might have to do a tiny bit of actually, yeah, we'll use the velocity to kind of control the volume a little bit. So let's go like this. That's much better. Okay, there we go. Now we can kind of jam out on this a little bit better, I think. Kind of cool sounding. All right, let's see. Let's just record something. I like that. I kind of messed it up there at the end, but let's quantize the whole riff. So at the turnaround at the end, I'm kind of hearing some something choir-like, maybe doing those chord changes. Or like, I kind of like that too. Something more, something really detuned. It sounds kind of panicky to me. Okay, let's quantize that. Don't know for sure if that's what we want, but I kind of like the... Maybe the detuning increases as the patch is... Oh, it re-triggers. Okay. Let's do free. Actually, it sounds cool when it kind of like goes the opposite. Let's try it the other way around. I don't really mean for that to... Huh, wait, why is the, shouldn't it be triggering? Oh, it's on Hertz. Okay, let's get rid of the low end, like, a lot of it. Probably not noise for now. I actually don't really like that after all, but let's get those claps back in. I think it could be cool also to do just a snare on the 2 and 4, but don't mind a few BPM more. It's not a bad patch, that bass patch. I feel like the multi-band compression helped kind of tame the low end a bit more. I'm trying to think of like what else could be cool here. I mean, I definitely am hearing like weird little plucks and glitches and stuff like that, you know? Foley claps could be nice, yeah. Kind of like adding that as a fill. Let's do something here. Record the automation. All right, let's do. Okay, that didn't work for some reason. Did I? Oh, I pressed the wrong one. That's why. Whoops. Okay, well, this is a very different vibe. But I guess that's probably not a bad approach to I was gonna say I didn't finish my sentence for some reason. It's not a bad approach to creating creating some new sounds to play with. I guess it's just touching on a few different vibes. Let's make sure that high end is not piercing everyone's ears. Trying to think of what else we could do to mess with this patch a little bit. Is the convolve? Yeah, that's not doing anything right now. Okay. curious about this Bode, because I haven't really used it much. I don't really know anything about Bode. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like adding that blur to the higher notes. It doesn't sound how I expected it to sound, though, to be honest. Maybe we leave the blur on and then do this on the mix. It's kind of cool. It kind of makes it feel like it's being plucked or something. So it reminds me of the spectral resonator thing in Ableton. I'm just going to save this as a sound design session. Originals are probably like put it in exercises, I guess. Sound design, what day is it today? August 19th, 2025. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do this for much longer here. I'll probably use this project file to keep expanding on some random little ideas, though. Try to execute on them. And for now, I think I'll switch to... I'd love to listen to the Haywyre Insight VIP. I don't know why I had to specify my artist name for some reason there. I think I forgot who I was for a moment. Bode is a frequency shifter. Ah, okay. Appreciate that explanation. Haywyre, Inside Haywyre remix. It would be kind of jokes if I released it as a Haywyre remix instead of just a VIP. There actually is another Haywyre out there. Okay, there's a Haywyre with an I that I see on lineups on occasion. But there's also a band, like I think they're like a rock band that have technically been around longer than I have. But I think because our fans are so different, our sounds are so different, never really had any issues. But I feel bad for artists that have gone through that. Is this the most recent version? Because did I just decide to get rid of the drums in the beginning? I thought I had drums in the beginning. Oh, I did. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Take a look and see where everything's at. What's the low end in this track? Is there anything? There's no dedicated layer for low end here. It would be cool to have a little filter movement in the lead there. Like I mean, I've got a lot of ideas on what needs to happen here, so that's a good thing, I suppose. Time to get to work. What time we got? 2:30. All right, I got a little bit of time before my dad gets here. So I'll probably go somewhere around here. And we'll increase the resonance to maybe 45-ish, something like that. Okay, it's not very noticeable right now, so filter goes higher. Maybe even higher than then. Yeah, that's starting to sound more interesting. Okay, I'm kind of like, I think I was torn between a couple of different approaches to the song. And my brain is starting to lean towards like creating a structure that's a bit more similar to chromatically, kind of lean into like have the song kind of start more immediately with the drum, some kind of drum loop, and slowly add elements until the build comes around. That's kind of where my head's at right now. Okay, so let's get rid of the piano for now. We'll mute that. I'm not crazy about any of the swam violin stuff going on. I feel like that was like some kind of random effort to add more layers. Not crazy about it. Wait, the piano's still going. Oh, right. Okay, good doing the routing. Let's see what hi-hat I'm using in here for the offbeats. All right, let's just paste that. Can always create a duplicate, quiet it down. Yeah, we're gonna want to do that right now. It's pretty obnoxious, obnoxiously loud. So we'll throw that hi-hat up there. Okay. Let's get rid of the claps with these really long tails. What does this sound like with a snare instead of a... whatever. Let's just keep it on that clap. Just have like little rhythmic things happening here and there. Okay, so that sounds good. If I wanted to roll with that direction, I wouldn't be upset. Let's shorten this hi-hat a tiny bit, actually. Might be time for bust out the trusty vocoder for the hi-hats. Okay, whatever. Where is that, the single note thing? Oh, that's this. Okay. I mean, we can make something better than that, I feel like. So, just thinking about adding some more background elements here. Let's start with something super simple. Alright, let's just not think about this too much, but I do think I wanna try to mess with the pitch a little bit. Actually, let's try it like this. Or I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's kind of a fun sound. Okay, hold on. Before I get too distracted, let me make sure I'm thinking of the big picture here. So, let's create a patch for the low end here. Probably just something really, really simple. Maybe have a really low BPM reach trigger. Actually, it's going free. Yeah, let's just do something like that. I'm kind of wondering whether I can Squeeze in a couple of little bass woes. Something like this. I really liked doing stuff like this and chromatically. Let's see. It'd be one beat later. Let's try like this, maybe. Okay, I don't mind it. Although I think it should be actually 2 semitones lower, so we'll do that. I don't know, some kind of filter movement in there would probably be good. It'd be cool if there were other voices, synth voices that were maybe like panned differently. So maybe let's create one patch that's like left, and we'll create another one that's right, and we'll try to make them sound like they're, you know, like synth strings in an orchestra or something. They're just like positioned at different chairs. So let's start. Actually, let's leave this one center for now and try to figure out the sound design first. Let's do some simple, add a little bit of reverb. Yeah, let's do something like that. Okay, and then we'll do this left, and let's create another layer. Do this one to the right. Try to maybe harmonize with that. I want them to be subtler. They're a bit more noticeable than I want them to be right now. So let's kind of turn on the volume a little bit here. Everything Not the best harmonies there, so let's go in here and quantize real quick. Actually, let's quantize this as well. I don't think we need the little I'm forgetting the name. The little accent notes, because of the portamento is going to be pretty high on these, so they're just going to slide. Wait, this one's not sliding? Oh, right. I need to fix the MIDI so that they're all gliding into each other. Okay. It's a little more ear candy. Another little transient laser thing. So we can throw that in, leading right into that section here. Let's see. So we just needed the MIDI there, and now I'm gonna throw in the automation real quick. Okay. Ciao, boy. Let's go. Maybe we do. Wonder if we could try to spruce it up a little bit. A wee bit. Also, let's create some filter movement here. I don't really like that FM, but let's do an envelope, slow. Maybe a little bit slower. Okay. I like that. What is this view? Custom size. I don't remember doing that. Probably George. Blame it on George. It's kind of crazy that after 10 years of being friends, we're probably going to actually release our first song together. It's not even we were like friends outside of music. Like we met through music. And we've definitely made a bunch of random stuff together over the years, so it's just kind of funny to think about. I want to bring out some more harmonics in this, so I wonder if I could, like, I don't know if distortion would be a decent way to go about. It's not terrible. Let me get, I want something like a little more high-end stuff, so let's bring out the linear fold. Whoops, that's not the right one. Okay, there's some reverb on the master that I actually think isn't. Oh yeah, these harmonies were still kind of messed up. I'm gonna have to pull out the piano for this one. Because I'm not a MIDI guy. Or, you know, solely MIDI is what I meant. Oh, okay. That should be an easy fix. Also, I do need to take a look at my phone to make sure my dad isn't, like, arriving super early. Wait. So this will go to C, this will go to... Yeah, this looks right. Okay. Sorry about that. I wonder if we could, so I was thinking about recording some, bass and chord stacks to try to chop up and use throughout the song. I don't know if that would work, but it was something that was really fun to do in a couple of tracks I've been working on recently, including that collab with George. Whoops, gotta mute that piano again. I am for sure still hearing like a, let me throw some kind of like little zap transient thing. Either eighths or 16ths, I'm not sure yet. It starts simple, just record something. Okay, I was imagining a bit higher than that, so let's move that. Yeah, it's good. Could be cool actually for this to like maybe somehow come in before. It'd be, oh man, I wish you could automate the switch between BPM and Hertz, but that's okay. Maybe for now we duplicate this because I'm kind of hearing it going like I mean, yeah, from fast to slow basically is all I'm saying. So there are some sounds going on that should not be happening at the moment, so you make sure other stuff is muted. Yeah, these things, I think. And what else? Oh yeah, all of this. Okay, obviously not exactly that, but... So now let's make this a little bit more like a... less like pitchy and try to make it a little more like an effect sound versus a pitched thing. Okay. So how do we create variation in this so that's not constantly like in your face? I was picturing it kind of more subtle. Well, we can add a little bit of delay to it, kind of soften it up a little bit. Maybe we add another wavetable in here too to play around with. Let's make sure that this automation is happening on this patch as well. I kind of like it just kind of like a little hit there at the beginning. And then we can bring the cutoff back down. That sounds cool. So why don't we kind of loop it like this? I mean, that could be an LFO actually. I don't know why I automated that. So let's just make it an LFO. Go like this. Probably be 4 bars, right? Oh, free. And then we'll also add another equalize. No. What? Yeah. Okay, whatever. That's fine for now. I'll just duplicate this. Okay, I think those layers are still a little bit too much. Okay. I don't mind it. Okay, let's create some of those stacks I was talking about earlier. I think we can easily just take this synth, throw it over here. Oh, whoops, that's the end. It's got like the pitch up automation, or we'll duplicate it and get rid of the wait. Oh, it's literally just inside of the MIDI clip. I thought it was in the patch. Well, whatever. This should... let's just make this a little more interesting, so it just doesn't sound like just like a plain saw wave. I mean, the MIDI we can record real quick, so let's do that. Oops, I missed that E. Let's do that. All right, cool. What else can we throw in this stack? That timing down. Oh. We'll just yo, thank you for the follow, Panda. What's going on? Panda. Hold on, there's some weird stuff going on here. I should probably just quantize this as well. Maybe we add an ARP. I don't know. If it's an issue, we can always get rid of it after. So let's delete that. Throw an ARP in there. Whoa, that was weird. Why did it open the ARP immediately? Is Ableton listening to me? If it is listening to me, please help me finish this VIP. Thank you. So I want to try to keep the stack at 4 so that so that the rhythm stays the same. happened there? There we go. Okay. That one had 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we're good. Some of them sound a little messed up. I'm not sure why, but I think it might be okay to chop it. So let's call this a resample group or something like that. And let's create a new track here. Whoa. My bad, y'all. Okay, so we're going to take the audio from resample group. Where is it? 65. Wait. Why would I not be able to see it here? Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm routing it. Not. There we go. Okay. Should work now. Except it's not. Why would it not work? Oh, these are all going to sidechain A. That's why. Okay. Here we go. Now it should work. Wait. There's still something off here. Might be because this one needs to re-trigger. Like that. And then these chords are still kind of goofy. This one just ends there for some reason. These are not completely right. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's try that one more time. Take a sip of coffee. It's pretty close. There's still a few little hiccups in there, and that's okay. Cool. So now let's I think it actually has to be set to warp for this to work, so let's leave it on warp and slice it. Imagine being able to bounce groups to audio. Please. Oh, the amount of times I've thought about that. Cool. So now we have this chopped up. I don't know. It's kind of a adding a little flavor to the intro, but I don't know if that's the right flavor. cool. I don't really know exactly what my plan is to use this stack, but I mean, it doesn't sound bad in the intro, but hold on. What's trying to figure out where all the chord hits are. So this is the sorry, this sounds probably kind of annoying. I mean, these three, I like these three. I was trying to find the G major. Or that is the G major. I think that's the C major. Da, da, da. Okay, I think this is the pattern. So I'd be like, okay, that kind of makes the intro more interesting, so let's record that. I think we could maybe continue that pattern low passed here instead of using this kind of more purely legato thing. It could be kind of cool to maybe have the first half of the build be like these stuttered. I like the idea. I'm also interested in seeing what it would sound like if we use this stack to do the intro before the intro, the prelude to the intro of the introduction to the beginning of the entrance to the song. Let's just go something like this. It's gonna sound kind of annoying at first. Okay, and then we can add another filter to get the high pass going here. Yeah. I like that. Okay. And we switch over to maybe the same sounds, but just sustained. I mean, this will just be fun to mess around with in the drop as well. So kind of just a nice tool to try to work with. Might even be able to have a little bit of low end matching or more low end there. Hold on, let's go like this. Kind of too many sounds going on in this transition. I think we can probably bounce this unless you want to. I don't think we need to save this. This feels like such a simple patch. But yeah, whatever. Let's just bounce it. We'll just bounce it. I really have to go to the bathroom for like a couple seconds here, so I'm just gonna loop this whatever's going on in the track right now. And I shall return after I have solved this problem. Okay. The teacher's gone. That's a feeling. That's a unique feeling, right? When you're the classroom and the teacher has to step out for a moment. You feel like you're bestowed the power of freedom. Oh, the BRB. My bad, I forgot to get that out of the way. I like the idea that Braken might show up on the stream one day and the count is at like 4,000. We might do another collab stream, but maybe while we're in different cities. I don't know how well it works. Like, I don't know how we get to decide who sees what when we collab stream. It'd almost be cool if, like, people could tune into his stream to see what he's doing or tune into mine to see what I'm doing, but I guess then we wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how that made sense in my mind. Let me double the length of this little thing in the beginning here. Yeah, we go like this. Maybe we simplify the rhythm here just in the intro. The second half could be the full pattern. Oh yeah, we rendered this thing out. It's quite harsh. I wonder maybe a Pro MB, maybe a Soothe up in this, up in here. Probably just throw something like this on there. Sure. And then let's put the Pro MB after. I decided I'm just gonna make the entire track out of lasers, actually. Yeah, we could throw in some more sounds and fills and stuff here. I'm trying to think. Maybe we could copy this sound over here. So let's just do a little downbeat. And Let's have a little reverb, like, tail. Actually, we can maybe put it in the patch. Let's get this to sidechain A. And we shall... let's see. Yeah, let's go like this. I don't know where that goofy sound to the reverb came from. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, I was imagining something like that. Except I only want it to happen once, so let's do envelope. Let's kind of compress it a bit more to accentuate. Are those like interchangeable words? Exacerbate. The reverb. There we go. Although I don't know why it's... There we go. Let's yeah, that's a little bit better. It's not great, but it's better. Dun, dun. Okay, his vocals are really quiet right now. I think that was intentional because they're temporary, but they still need to be a lot louder. It's okay. I'll fix them up later. Did not mean to do that. So I'm trying to, I'm hearing a fill. What is that? Could be hi-hats. Let's go, actually, I want to try something out. I haven't done this very much yet. I just discovered you could do this. So let me grab a drum rack. And I'm going to go to packs and go to Vengeance. And we're going to go to percussion. Are these sounds that, maybe. Might use these, I guess. And then what is it? Shift. Oh, no. Whoops. It's not shift. It's control, probably. Control drag. Yeah. Look at that. Now I can play percussive fills in the drum rack. Let's go. This is probably what it sounded like when I first started using FL Studio. I don't know why, but that just sounds so much like what it sounds like when you're first starting. And that's not a roast by any means. To everybody starts somewhere. I just got flashbacks to being in the pattern. What is it called? I forget. The pattern selector generator in FL, and just like putting in like random MIDI data everywhere and being like, oh, let's see how this sounds. Oh, what's up? We got breaking break-ins in the chat. All right, let's see if I can figure something out. Actually, this could be kind of cool. Okay, I like this little zap noise. Kind of like the only sound in this entire this entire rack that I think is halfway decent. Okay, let's find something else and quantize this. Yeah, I actually don't like any other sound in here. That's kind of crazy. I was expecting to like more than just one sound, but it does sound a little goofy, smacking random percussion sounds like that. Maybe we do grab a hi-hat and create that little triplet fill. Those little fills sound dope. Thanks, man. Glad you made it back. All right. I was telling chat, it felt good to have another artist in the studio. Normally it's just well, Michelle's an artist, but a different kind of artist, not a musician. So it's nice to hang out with another producer / musician and jam out. 'Twas a rare occasion. All right. Okay, so I think I might be wrong. Maybe it's more like this. Or is it here? Actually, yeah, that might be what I'm hearing. I'm actually kind of curious. What if I mute this and get rid of the... I mean, I do really like how this sounds, but I'm almost tempted to just like... I'm going to create a copy of it, and we're going to switch it to retrigger. Actually, let's do eighths for a second. Yeah, let's just do that. Started a little later on it, but we'll quantize this real quick. Yeah, it would be nice to have a little synth fill there. Obviously not that low pass. Kind of like that. Let's try that one more time. Okay. Might have to leave soon. My dad's gonna arrive pretty soon here. Okay, this okay. I mean, I like this intro, I think, a little bit better, just because it kind of grabs attention a bit faster than the other one. I kind of want to sustain those stacked chord hits here and do some weird... I don't know if the... I'm not really sure exactly what I'm hearing here, but why don't we try it like this? Let's try this. And then we'll create some more automation in here. Go like this. Yeah, that sounds yeah, nice. Okay. And then we need some chords to go underneath that synth fill, so... Probably something like that. Oh, that's major. I forgot. Small difference, I guess. Let's try it like that. And quantize it. Pretty close. I don't know why my CPU is starting to eat it right now. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Alright, that's not bad for now. You know, what if these stabby chords just keep going into the... These quantized? I'm not sure. Also, what the hell was going on there? Oh, okay. We're good. I think actually I may have liked it better before. With the first half, stabby. Second half, sustained. Okay. Okay, we made a little bit of progress on this today. I'm feeling more confident in like this direction as a whole. I think a couple things that I think we added that that's gonna stay in the final version. I think it's the new intro, starting off with some drums right off the bat. I like that better. having those little like chord stacks chopped up. I like that. And we can definitely get way more creative with the sounds in this intro. I'm hearing all sorts of little short fills and stabs and sounds. Yeah, it can be way more precise. It's a little bit, it's very messy at the moment, but very I like it. It's more interesting than what was there before. Although we don't have piano in here now, so maybe that's something we try to look to add back in. I kind of like the idea of maybe throwing that little piano lick in there. Okay. Yeah, I might have to call it here for now, guys. But mostly because my dad is going to arrive any moment here, and I want to be able to greet him when he does arrive here. Save your progress? Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate it. One last thing, I'm just gonna there we go. Do that. All right. We could try to jam on it. Might be kind of rough because of the latency, but let's try it. What is going on? Some kind of MIDI messed up my jam sesh. Must have been this guy here. It's the sustain pedal automation. It's always the sustain pedal. right, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out for a bit today. Back to the normal streaming schedule. We'll be back on Thursday. Thursday at 1 p.m. CDT till 4. I'll check in with my dad. My dad. Sometimes when I'm trying to speak in a rush, I say words a little weird. But I'll see if my dad wants to join. I don't think he's been publicly exposed by me before on socials or anywhere really. But we'll see. He's not a very online person. He prefers to stay offline, but maybe I can convince him to hang out with us for a little bit. But either way, thank you guys so much for the gifted subs again today. Delansky and everyone else, Popcorn Pro, and really appreciate it. Appreciate y'all supporting so much the last last couple months, and I'll be back on Thursday. And I'll make sure to make a few improvements this week. There are a few things that have been on my mind to update the stream with. Text-to-speech, some channel point redemption stuff. So I'm going to get on that ASAP and also get the VODs updated as well. So I'll see y'all soon, and appreciate it. Later.